13 Things Mentally Strong Parents Don't Do. Raising Self-Assured Children and Training Their Brains for a Life of Happiness, Meaning, and Success by Amy Morin. Hello, and welcome back to DeftU Insights, where we extract powerful insights to help you live a more intentional and impactful life. Today, we're diving into the essential qualities of parents who raise truly mentally strong children. It's a journey about shaping character, not just chasing achievements. In a world that often encourages a focus on external circumstances and challenges, a core principle of raising resilient individuals is understanding this: mentally strong parents don't condone a victim mentality. They understand that fostering a sense of agency and personal responsibility is paramount. This isn't about being harsh or dismissive of challenges, it's about empowering children to see themselves as capable actors in their own lives, not as helpless recipients of fate. The truth is, all parents want their children to be happy and successful. But sometimes, in our attempts to protect or provide, we inadvertently undermine the very strength we hope to build. Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful lessons drawn from profound insights that illuminate how we can cultivate resilience, independence, and a genuine sense of purpose in our children. These aren't just parenting tips, they're foundational principles for raising individuals who can confidently navigate the complexities of life, overcome adversity, and truly thrive. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Cultivate personal responsibility and agency. One of the most profound shifts we can make as parents is to instill a deep sense of personal responsibility and agency in our children. This means helping them understand that while they can't always control what happens to them, they always have control over how they respond. When children believe external forces are solely to blame for their problems, they develop a victim mentality, which is a significant barrier to mental strength. Instead of allowing them to dwell on "why me" or "it's not fair," we guide them to ask, "what can I do about this?" or "what's my role in this situation?" This isn't about blaming a child for things outside their control, but about empowering them to identify what is within their sphere of influence: their effort, their attitude, their choices. Imagine a child who struggles with a school project. A victim-focused approach might say, "The teacher gave me too much work and it's too hard." A mentally strong approach would acknowledge the challenge but pivot to, "This is tough, but what steps can I take? Can I break it down? Ask for help? Dedicate more time?" To foster this, help your child distinguish between genuinely factual thoughts and blue thoughts, blaming everyone else, looking for the bad news, unhappy guessing, exaggeratedly negative. For instance, if they spill milk, instead of "it's a stupid glass and now my day is ruined," guide them to "the milk spilled. What's the next step? Clean it up." Encourage them to find realistic, constructive internal dialogues. Give them age-appropriate responsibilities, like chores, and allow them to experience the natural consequences of their choices. If they forget their homework, they face the teacher, not you rescuing them every time. This teaches them that their actions have an impact, and they have the power to choose better next time. By focusing on what they can control and holding them accountable for their actions, we equip them with the internal locus of control necessary to overcome challenges and build lasting resilience. Lesson 2. Foster resilience by embracing discomfort and imperfection. It's natural to want to shield our children from pain, disappointment, and failure. Yet one of the most powerful lessons we can give them is that growth often happens precisely through discomfort and imperfection. Mentally strong parents understand that overprotection, well-intentioned, can inadvertently stifle a child's ability to develop resilience and problem-solving skills. Think about learning to ride a bike. No one learns without falling a few times. Each scrape and wobbly moment is a lesson in balance, perseverance, and getting back up. If we constantly intervene, holding the bike, removing every pebble, the child never truly learns to ride independently. Similarly, in life, children need to experience the sting of losing a game, the frustration of a difficult puzzle, or the consequence of a forgotten item. These aren't just random events, they are laboratories for developing grit, emotional regulation, and creative solutions. Instead of expecting perfection, which often leads to anxiety and a fear of failure, we encourage the pursuit of excellence, which is about effort, growth, and learning from mistakes. If your child comes home with a C on a test, the focus isn't on the grade being a catastrophe, but on reviewing what they learned from the preparation process. Did they study effectively? What can be improved next time? This reframes mistakes not as endpoints, but as crucial data points for future success. For children grappling with anxiety, employing a fear ladder, breaking down an intimidating goal into small, achievable steps, can be incredibly effective. Each small win builds confidence, gradually desensitizing them to their fears and teaching them to tolerate discomfort for a greater reward. Allowing children to encounter and navigate these minor adversities with our support and guidance ensures they build the internal fortitude to face life's bigger storms. Lesson 3. Empower through boundaries, not guilt or undue power. Effective parenting isn't about being your child's best friend or constantly ceding to their desires. Mentally strong parents empower their children by establishing clear, consistent boundaries and maintaining a healthy family hierarchy. They understand that making decisions out of guilt or allowing children to dictate terms often creates instability and anxiety for the child, rather than true empowerment. Imagine a ship captain trying to navigate rough seas while letting the crew vote on every turn. Chaos would ensue. Children, despite their occasional protests, thrive when they feel secure in the knowledge that there's a capable captain at the helm. When parents make decisions based on what's best for long-term development, even if it means short-term discomfort for the child or the parent, they model strength and consistency. For example, not giving in to a child's plea for another dessert out of guilt, but rather sticking to a healthy routine, teaches self-control and respect for limits. This also means distinguishing between offering age-appropriate choices and giving children undue power over adult decisions. A child can choose between two healthy snacks, but not whether the family skips a doctor's appointment. Maintain distinct adult and child roles. Adult conversations about finances or relationship stress should remain private, protecting children from burdens they're not equipped to handle. If a child attempts to manipulate with guilt trips or tantrums, acknowledge their feelings, but calmly and firmly hold the boundary. Say, "I understand you're upset, but the answer is still no." This teaches them that while their feelings are valid, they cannot control others' decisions. By leading with clear, consistent boundaries and making choices from a place of principle rather than guilt, we create a secure environment where children learn self-regulation, respect, and ultimately how to lead their own lives effectively. When children are overpraised for innate qualities, "You're so smart," or showered with excessive attention and possessions, they can develop a sense of entitlement and a lack of empathy. They begin to believe the world revolves around their needs and desires. Instead, we want to cultivate a spirit of gratitude and a desire to contribute. Imagine a family dinner. Instead of serving the child first or catering to their every food preference, involve them in setting the table, helping with preparation, and participating in conversation. This integrates them as a respected member of a team, not a royal guest. To foster this, offer genuine praise that acknowledges effort, kindness, and compassionate behaviors. Say, "That was really thoughtful of you to help your friend," rather than, "You're the kindest kid ever," which can feel inauthentic. Encourage active involvement in family chores, making it clear that these are contributions to the household, not tasks performed for payment. Engage children in volunteering or community service, even in small ways, like making cards for a local nursing home. Help them understand how their actions impact others through reflective questions. "How do you think your brother felt when you snatched his toy?" This teaches them to consider perspectives beyond their own. By nurturing a sense of gratitude, encouraging contribution, and consistently modeling empathy, we guide children away from self-centeredness and toward becoming compassionate, engaged individuals who understand their power to make a positive difference in the world. Lesson 5. Lead by values and intentional discipline. Children are constantly learning about the world, and their moral compass is shaped most profoundly by the values they see consistently demonstrated by their parents. Mentally strong parents understand the critical importance of living by and intentionally teaching their core values, and they recognize that discipline is a powerful tool for guidance, not merely punishment. Many parents inadvertently send mixed messages. They might talk about the importance of honesty, but then tell a small white lie to avoid an inconvenience. Or they might prioritize academic success above ethical conduct, subtly teaching children that outcomes matter more than integrity. Children are astute observers. They learn far more from our actions than our words. It's like trying to teach someone to drive a car by only explaining the rules, but never letting them get behind the wheel, or worse, driving recklessly ourselves. To cultivate a robust moral foundation, first, reflect on your own core values. What truly matters most to your family? Then, make those values explicit. Share your decision-making processes, explaining why you made a choice based on kindness, fairness, or responsibility. For example, if you decide to help a neighbor, explain, "We're helping Mrs. Smith because it's important to be a good neighbor and support those in our community." When misbehavior occurs, use discipline as a teaching moment. Instead of a harsh punishment that makes a child feel shame, employ logical consequences. If a teenager breaks curfew, a logical consequence might be an earlier curfew for the next week, directly linking their action to the impact on their freedom. This approach teaches self-discipline, helping children understand the natural cause and effect of their choices rather than simply fearing retribution. Most importantly, be prepared to acknowledge your own mistakes, apologize sincerely, and demonstrate how you realign your actions with your stated values. This models authenticity and teaches children that everyone makes mistakes, and growth comes from taking responsibility and learning. Conclusion. The journey of parenting is one of the most challenging and rewarding endeavors we undertake. It's a continuous process of growth, not just for our children, but for ourselves. The true power lies in understanding that raising mentally strong children isn't about avoiding every stumble or preventing every disappointment. It's about empowering them with the tools to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs, to learn from their experiences, and to emerge stronger and wiser. Remember the story of Rick Hoyt, a young man with severe disabilities whose parents defied all odds to help him compete in over 1,000 races, pushing him in his wheelchair. They didn't shield him, they empowered him. They didn't condone a victim mentality, they helped him discover his incredible agency. Their dedication to fostering his mental muscle, not just his physical ability, allowed him to achieve a university degree and live a life far beyond what anyone expected. You are your child's first and most influential mental strength coach. By consistently demonstrating these principles, cultivating responsibility, embracing discomfort, setting clear boundaries, teaching empathy, and leading by values, you equip them with an invaluable inner compass. This journey is about progress, not perfection. Be honest about your own struggles, model healthy coping, and focus on building that internal resilience. The greatest gift we can give our children is not a life without challenges, but the unwavering strength and self-belief to face them head-on. Thank you for joining us today. If these lessons resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe to DeftU Insights for more insights, and share this video with another parent who might benefit. See you next time.